Buenas noches. Welcome back to another episode of the BPM podcast, your favorite podcast in the world. And I'm doing an apology to absolutely nobody. I took a long break for the summer because I needed to reset a little bit. I got off the internet. I enjoy some time with family over the summer. Long overdue. Spent a lot of time re-evaluating or rethinking my life choices up to this point, and it was fun. The summer's not over. School's back in season, but the summer's not over. It's 107 today. And it's not fun. It's fun when you're at the beach and you got your little sandals on and you got a little margarita in your hand. Then it's fun. But when you have to go to work and go to the grocery store and 107, it's not so nice, But over the last, I don't remember the last time I recorded. It was June something or May something. I think it might have been the first week of June or something like that. I don't remember the last time I hopped on and then I was like, I'm gonna record. But it wasn't that I had to stop because I was getting bored or because I didn't want to do the podcast no more. It wasn't like I'm over this. I'm done with my, the thing I enjoy doing is I don't quit doing them. Whether that be, good for you or bad for you. I don't quit. I'm not a quitter, god damn it. Sorry, I know that word offends a group of people, but I don't mean it like that. I don't even know what it means in Spanish. We don't have that in Spanish. But kids getting out of school, and I need to refocus some of the things I was doing for myself and spend more time with them while they don't have any school. Like while they have entire days without going to school. So I was like, all right, so I could take a break right now and decide how to spend this summer or not take a break and keep doing the same thing and maybe burn out towards the end of the year or what have you. And I think it was a smart choice for me to take a break because between being a father, working, and trying to keep up a healthy, balanced lifestyle, it was important for me to realize that it's not always go, 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 go. It's like, fuck, dude, fucking slow down. Life is passing you by, and you're not enjoying the day-to-day things, like getting overwhelmed with life was okay. What else is coming? You've heard me preach about this. Life will never stop coming. But I had to take it slower. Try to take it slower as much as possible. Not only because it was essential for me to take it slower, to be present. I felt like I was not being present in different facets of my life. I was just there, and I was like, it was hard for me to remember things. It was hard for me to even keep concentrated, and I'm still working on it. I'm still working on that aspect of myself. I don't try to escape it. But sometimes I have to escape it. Sometimes, yeah, and I think we all do that. We all escape our reality, whether it's with video games or running or drinking or getting high or whatever it is that you want an escape from, there's an option there. And I don't want to get to that point to where like I was like, all right, I'm gonna drink a bottle of whiskey tonight just to escape this mindset. You know, I like drinking. I enjoy drinking. You know, I haven't had a drink in a while, and I don't know. I'm not saying I quit forever because I'm not a quitter. God dang it. Excuse me. But I want to see a different side of things where like I enjoy a drink and sometimes it gets overboard. I enjoy a bottle and then two, and you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to get to a point where like I can't no longer um, enjoy a drink because I have a problem. I don't have a problem with drinking. I do this. Like if I start doing this and I know this is not good for me, I'll cut it back or I'll cut it out. Perfect example. I was abusing the medical um, benefits of uh, marijuana for a long time. And in 2019, I decided to be like, you know what? I'm out. I don't want to do this no more. I'm not even enjoying it no more. I'm just doing it because I don't know anything else. This is where I feel comfortable. If I don't smoke, I'm not gonna eat. If I don't smoke, I'm not gonna watch TV. There was a lot of if I don't do this, I'm not doing that. So I was like, this is retarded. This is not retarded, but this is stupid. This is like, do I need this chemical to enjoy my life? Do I need this chemical to live life? No, I don't. But I decided to quit the worst fucking year ever. You know, quit December 2019, 2021. Here comes the vid too. I was like, and that was rough, you know, because you're not going to work. You at home. You're like, I could be, you know, blazed right now. But I got through it, and I'm fine. And and this is what I do. So I was like, all right. So I'm gonna unplug myself from the internet. The only thing I watched religiously was UFC. That's every Saturday, no matter every Saturday, and now every Tuesday with the Dana's Contender Series. That's the only thing I was like focus on. That and writing and and trying to eat my vitamins and go for a little walk or a run, work out at the house, whatever. I was trying to recenter myself and see because I have a perception of where I think I am mentally, but then little situations happen and then it lets me know that I'm not there yet, that I'm 2 steps below that. So I wanted to see where I was at, clear-headed, no, the only thing not clear is the nicotine, but that's another story because I do enjoy this nicotine stick. So I wanted to be clear here for the next 2 months to see the level of stress that I can manage, the level of disappointment, the level of excitement, the level of everything. I was just trying to gauge. It's like you take your car into the shop, and you take it when it's doing bad. You don't take it when it's running good, when it's at top, when you just got it off the lot. You don't take it then. You take it when they're like, hey, it's not running properly. So I felt like I wasn't running properly. So I was like, I need a reset. And if I'm not mistaken, the last episode was Life is Great. And it is great. There's a lot of great things happening in my professional life and my personal life. There's a lot of good things to be grateful for. And I'm not here holding a pity party. But like, oh, poor me, feel sorry. You can never walk a mile in my shoes. Well, guess what, bitch? Neither could you. So stop pretending like pain only chases you. It chases everybody. So I just needed a nice reset. And what I Do it again? Probably, but I got to do it with something else. I got to assess what things in my life are holding me down or holding me back, or not letting the real me shine through. What am I? That's something I have to work on. Um, but it was nice, over this summer. Me and the kids went down, you know, and spent some time together. We had a great summer together. A lot of memories, a lot of laughs. It was amazing. Um, right now, I am streaming on. Well, I'm live on YouTube, and I'm recording this for my podcast, and I have 0 viewers on YouTube, which is fine. That's the name of the beast, or the name of the game. It is what you gotta start from zero. And I knew, like one day, like 3 weeks ago, I hopped on my app where I check, you know, listeners and the traction I'm getting, and it like slowly. I remember a number up here, and then all of a sudden is like down here. But then I knew that was gonna happen, so I was ready for it. I was ready for me to start from zero again. Uh, and it didn't matter. I can replace everything, but I couldn't not replace me. Everything else could be gained again, but like the the state of mind that I found myself in, I didn't like it. I didn't like to be this like creature of habit where I was like, I'm gonna do this, and after this, I'm gonna do that, and after this, I'm gonna do like I didn't. I like it's almost like I'm living in this like little maze, and it felt weird and entrapped, and it felt. I remember having this feeling when I was young, and I would just walk in the middle of the night. I would sneak out just to walk, because I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, where am I? What do I have to do to like not feel like that? But then life happens, and you start to forget the answers to your problems. Although sometimes you might not have the answers, and you can not fix the problem, but you still stress out about it. Or you might have the answers, and you still stress out about it. So I was like, all right, I'm a big believer in that, that everything has a solution. Don't stress. If it doesn't have a solution, fucking don't stress. Why? Why worry about it? Can't do nothing. Can't change the past. Can't change the future. I do believe I'm from the future. I'll tell you right now. I'm a hard believer. The other day I was watching TV. I was watching Dark Winds. And I shit you not. I'm just watching the episode. And right before the lines come out, I say them as the lady in the show said them. And I was like, what the fuck? Am I predicting the future? It already happened. It's already pre-recorded, so it doesn't count. But it tripped me out, like that I said the words because maybe because I'm a little special. Let's say I'm not from the future. I'm special. But I just wanted to party all night, and I didn't. No, I didn't party. Going away for a little bit. I'm a very visual person. I notice a lot of things visually that most people don't. I was driving the other day, and I noticed that some parents, not everybody, some parents hire driving schools for their kids. Either they don't have the time or the knowledge or the patience and definitely have the money, right? Because it's not cheap to send your. I don't know if it's cheap or not. I've never. Most of us have learned how to drive through a family member, but so I see this school driving car, and it's got stickers all over the place. Student driver on board, blah blah blah. It's got the teacher or whatever called. She's like 89 years old. Shit you not. This lady is on the Lord's doorstep. If this student driver doesn't pay attention and gets into a fender bender, that lady's going to heaven. 100%. And I'm like, what in the right fucking mind? Who in the right mind would let 89-year-old Nana teach this 16, 17-year-old, this 25-year-old Gen Zer learn to drive from her? Who? I tell you who. Then people trying to... It's probably the insurance lobbyists that run those schools. It's probably them, because if they know they cause more accidents, they're in business for longer. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going crazy. I literally thought that, but it was just like an intrusive thought. But I was like, all right, if you are going to... And this lady has headphones on. She's not even like paying attention to the student. She's just like, oh yeah, we're going to go straight, and then we're going to make a left. Bless you. Thank you. And then what? Then what are we going to do? Like, what are we supposed to do? Just let our elders, citizens, teach everybody everything? Obviously, they've lived a life. They know some stuff. But the last thing you want is like, you've been behind an old person. Their drive slow, 10, 15 miles slower than the speed limit. They take wide-ass turns, slow-ass turns. They do everything slow because everything's slowing down for them. They don't want to live here, run red lights and fuck. They want to like, hey, I'm going to wait for that red light. Because I know if I go through, there's a second sooner I go meet my Father, heavenly maker. That's why they're like, driving slow. Because they know they drive fast. It's tomorrow already. So one more day or one less day. Or whoever's keeping track. The cemetery's like, okay, Mrs. Samantha over here has 39 days left. She better fucking not take those green lights. She'll stop at a green light. That's what I'm saying. She'll stop at a green light because she knows. Everybody knows. Grandma knows. Grandkids know. Don't let grandma drive more than 50 miles an hour. We want to keep her for another 3 weeks. But that's what I noticed. 2 months ago, I would have driven. I stopped at the green light with grandma. I was like, what is grandma doing right now? I noticed that. And like she's got like a book of CDs and she's flipping through them. I believe she has a Walkman or a Discman, whatever this bitch is from the 80s. And the student driver looks panicked and frozen and like stiff. She looks stiff. Like she's just like, we're going to die. Grandma's going to fucking take us both to the grave because I don't know what I'm doing. And God help me if I get my driver's license, I will never ever give an old person a ride ever again. So hopefully she passed her test. But 2 months ago, I would have just kept on going, I stopped at the green light. I'm like, I know you trick, bitch. You're not going anywhere. I'm going with you. But it's made me more aware of the little things. Let's say that. Super aware of like the little things. Not that like I was asleep, but I was. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Touch your phone. I try not to. I'll let the alarm go off until it turns off. Then I'll get up when I want to. You're not going to tell me when, the government ain't going to tell me when to get up through my alarm. What's wrong with you? And there's people out there like that. You believe that? I'm pretty sure. I just said that just to be funny, but I believe somebody out there believes that. That they set their alarm and then the government sets it off for them. You know? You ain't gonna get me, Ron DeSantis. You ain't gonna get me. Not today. I'm gonna wake up on my own dime. I might be late to work, but I'll be there when I get there. But that's the life we live in now, you know, like the conspiracy theorists are everywhere. About everything. Like this whole Maui fire. We're talking about this. I mean, they're talking. I'm just trying to not avoid the conspiracy theories behind it and try to pay attention to what actually happened or what's going on and like, you know. But there's people out there saying that it got lit up by a laser beam. You believe that? Believe that the government just like, hey, we need that property, we need that land, set everything on fire, and we're gonna buy it up. That makes a little bit of sense here and there, but not really. Not really, right? Did the fires just start on their own? I don't think so. Somebody fucking, you know. But who do you trust? Do you trust the conspiracy theorist that the earth is flat and that we're surrounded by a wall of ice? Or do you trust the government? I trust nobody. That's the thing, though. So now they make you skeptical of everybody. But being a conspiracy theorist, it's fun. I get the allure. I was once. I don't think I was a conspiracy theory, but I was like into like the whole Illuminati thing. Like I was like in it. Like I remember it being fun. Like, oh my God, you see Rihanna? She does the triangle and the horns and the one eye. For what? For money? There you go. I just did some for money. You know? You know, if you're Mexican, you know what this means. Like right here, the hand, you put the palm up, bring your fingers in, turn around, and give it a push. You know what I mean? That means go do something to your mama. That's what it means. Not something not nice to your mom. You know? Conspiracy theories are fun. But not everything's a conspiracy theory. Or is it? I don't know. I don't dive into it because I know like how weak my brain is. I'll believe it and then repeat it like it's a fact. Like, yeah, it's a fact. Like 9/11 was an inside job. I don't know, but I've heard that. And it sounds, you know, not true, but credible enough. So what do? So they just give you misinformation and hopefully you repeat it down the line and then someone else be like, oh, I'm not going to look it up. I'm not going to Google that shit. That sounds legit to me. I'm going to say that like I know the facts. I don't know anything. So I don't even dive into it because like once you go in that rabbit hole, it's gone. Gone. Your YouTube algorithm will feed you nothing but that. And ain't nobody trying to do that. But hopefully we are. I saw this thing on TikTok that said 9/23, something drastic happens, you know, and they clipped all these movies with the 9/23, you know, and it's kind of bizarre a little bit that all of these movies have like the same numerology, but everything is run by numbers, so it kind of makes sense that, you know, it's like when the new Nikes come out, right? The new Nikes, you go, you're like, oh shit, those are dope. and you buy them, and then somebody else sees them from you. It was like, oh, those are dope, and it's just a chain reaction, you know. So that happens in the movies too. It's like, oh, we're gonna put 923 in every movie and build this mystic number, or not mystic number, this theory that something deeper than the actual movie. Nobody cares. Nobody knows. But if you know, let me know. You know what I mean? And with that, my friends, I'm going to leave today because I got to go take a shit. You know? So stay blessed because this is in your army. Ta-ta.